Juggling is simple, yet complex. There are a few tricks to doing it, but the best advice I ever received, and that I'm going to share with you, is this. Accept that you're going to drop the balls and that it's okay to do that. If you can get your head around that seemingly simple idea, then learning to juggle becomes easy, at least in the beginning. If your plan is to move up to juggling more than 3 balls, I can't help you. But that's not really what this is all about. This is about the art of learning to juggle and how it helps us cope with failure. When you first start learning to juggle, it helps if you have a partner. They have 2 jobs: pick up the balls and hand them back to you every time you drop one, and encourage you by saying, "Good job," or something along those lines, with enthusiasm. Sounds crazy, huh? But it works. Years ago, while attending a conference with my former employer, they hired a juggler to teach us to juggle. Not everyone participated in the session, but between you and me, they missed out. The guy set us all up with those 2 rules, told us to find a partner, then gave each pair 3 juggling balls. For the next 30 or 40 minutes, we laughed a lot and learned to juggle. By the end of the session, everyone in the room could do it. When we finished, he taught us a chant. "Who are the best jugglers in the world?" he asked. "We are! Hooah!" we answered, arms raised and fists clenched. The balls were on the floor. The room buzzed with energy. I left feeling like I could tackle any obstacle. Juggling is hard. Everyone knows that. But now I could do it. And so can you. The thing about learning to juggle that trips almost everyone up is fear. We're afraid to drop the balls. We're afraid of looking like an idiot. We're afraid we'll embarrass ourselves. That fear keeps us from trying. Really, if we're honest with ourselves, we've got a fixed mindset about learning to juggle. By now, you're probably familiar with this concept. It was researched by Carol Dweck and explained at a TED Talk she gave back in 2014. We can have a fixed mindset about some things and not others. The point is that it blocks us from achieving something that we want. We prefer the safety of what we know and what we're comfortable doing. When we have a fixed mindset, we fundamentally don't believe that we can learn the new skill or task. We feel threatened by the challenge of doing so. After all, if we keep doing what we're doing, we won't embarrass ourselves. We believe people won't think we're an idiot. The good news is that all of us can develop a growth mindset. This begins with accepting that we might fail, but that if we do, what we'll learn from the experience outweighs the potential negative feelings we're trying to control. Now, I reframed this whole idea of fear. I like to do that. And so I decided a long time ago that fear really meant fabulous effort absolutely required. Now, a growth mindset isn't enough. We also need to develop grit and build resilience. Grit is like the wheels on a bike, ready to move us, and resilience is the chain that makes that movement possible. Here are 7 ways that you and I can get grittier and become more resilient. Self-assess with compassion. Self-reflect after you've experienced a negative event. Ask yourself what it taught you. Did the experience help you see a relationship from a new perspective? Did it strengthen a relationship or your desire to try again? Listen to feedback from others and learn from criticism. Use Kaizen as a way to tackle audacious goals. Start with the smallest aspect of your goal, celebrate each success, and this will increase your internal motivation and positively affect your mindset. Commit to your decisions, especially when times are tough. Accept that change is inevitable and that there will be things that you can't change. Practice optimism, not Pollyanna, everything is wonderful, positive thinking. Optimism is defined by a sense of hope and confidence about future outcomes. The bottom line about becoming grittier is this. You have to be willing to experience life on purpose, with intent, and understanding that sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes it's going to suck. How you respond to that is what makes you gritty. A person who never experiences hardships or failures isn't as gritty as someone who does. Yes, we might be born with some bit of grit, but researchers now know that grit develops with age. That tells us that it's the experiences in our lives that change how gritty we are. This is what Angela Duckworth's research uncovered. Failures are milestones. A milestone is a marker, sometimes of a significant event or change, but also something that tells us the distance from one spot to another. Failures can do this for us. They can give us the valuable feedback we need in order to propel us towards success. All of us can find famous examples of this. What we need to remember is that we don't have to be famous to transform how we think about failures. We can start right now. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. Jon Sinclair said that. What will you do today to change your mindset?